Okay, it's part 2 of my survival pack, if you want to call it that, or day pack. There's bug out bag, whatever you want to call it. I use it pretty much everything. I don't know if I went over weight on the first one. Weight's about 20 pounds, 24 with water. So not too bad, not too bad at all. So I'm going to go over all the gear that's inside the main pouch. I just emptied it out on the table. We're going to go over what's in it. Of course, this alone is 2 pounds. Now, this I don't always carry with me, but usually during the spring it goes in my pack because sometimes, like I said, well, a lot of times I carry this in my vehicle when I'm going up, dropping people off or doing things. I'll stop at a lake here and there and try out my hand fishing. This kit, I'll go over that in a little more detail here in a minute. First off, just got a lot of just little extras. Right now it's spring, still a little cold. I carry this in there all the time. Extra pair of wool socks, gator, got a pair of fleece gloves, neoprene face mask, beanie, and rubber gloves with a chamois too. So I carry those things in there, little extra articles of clothing, make a world of difference when you're out there and the wind's blowing and it gets cold. This right here, military first aid kit, you can get that at pretty much any of the military stores, surplus stores. It's nice because it does have a rubber seal around it. I usually wrap a rubber band around it to keep it tight, but it is nice because it has a seal. It's hard case, so it keeps your stuff from breaking. Moleskin, I really enjoy using this. You can look this up online, or you can write me and I will answer your questions on it. Now, of course, a little motivation. I still have something little in there every once in a while. Out there in a cold day, it's kind of nice to have. A little Pendleton windscreen. Chem lights, everybody's used chem lights. I use them for either signal or light at night. Pretty obvious. A little more extra lip balm. I do have snare wire, have my sewing kit. Marking tape. Marking tape can be used for a lot of different things. What I like to use it for usually is I'll orienteer my way into a point. I'll mark it along the way with marking tape. So when I come back out, it doesn't take me as long to find my trail and move back out. And it's actually really nice. Now, I'm not an environmentalist, but I do remove everything when I'm coming back out. When you pack it in, pack it back out. You know, I want to have the forest around nice for my kids and generations after that. So if you pack it in, pack it out. But marking tape does come in handy. I do have a fishing kit. I know I have a big one. I went over that, put that in spring. But there is another smaller fishing kit in here, including line, weight, hooks, sinkers, everything you need right in here. Probably seen this before. It's a Frontier water purification. Does up 20 gallons or so. This actually is really handy if you're in an environment where you need to purify your water quickly. This works well. Like I said, on my razor saw, I use WD-40 and sometimes on my large knives. Thanks to nothing fancy. That's where I learned that from, and it actually works really well. All this stuff usually fits in here pretty well. Keeps a hard case, keeps it from banging around in my pack, keeps it safe, and it's waterproof. This right here, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. Everybody knows what everybody usually knows what MRE is. If you don't, you can look them up. It's ready to eat meal. This is a stripped down version. I always strip down my MREs, get what I want out of them, put them inside of another container, and it makes them a little lighter weight, and I get what I want as far as calories and meal out of this. And you can live off a while off this. There's a lot of calories in this. I'm going to go over the fishing kit. Now, if I remove this from my pack, this weighs about 2 pounds. If I remove it from my pack, you know, I get a little extra weight, but I don't mind packing it for the benefits. I really enjoy fishing, and it's great food. A lot of protein. All right, so this is pretty much everything from hooks, sinkers. I also got some spinners for rivers, some floats, and the floats, because there's a lot of high lakes, and I use flies in these high lakes in the evening time, in the mornings. Works really well. Catch a lot of fish on those. And yes, I have caught a lot of fish in this setup. I really enjoy this setup. I've been from the coast all the way to high lakes and have caught fish with this setup. Just in case I can't find any bait, I do put some big gulp maggots in here. These work really well. Fish love those. Keep my reel inside of a case, keep it from banging around any more than it has to. And I don't go with the telescopic type fishing pole. I go with the a section assembled, I guess you can call it, where you actually take each section, has 4 sections, put it together, and it creates your fishing pole. I like this a lot better than the telescopic. Telescopic has fell apart on me before. This one has not. I've caught up to, not telling fishing stories, up to about an 18-inch trout on this pole over at the coast. Held up well. Actually, I limited out that day. Good day. But I love fishing. I love this fishing kit. Works well. I can keep it on me at all times. Backpacking or just going out and using it. Stopping at a lake right on the way. I live 10 minutes from a reservoir. Love to fish. I also have in the front, I've got extra bobbers, extra strings in case it gets fouled up. This actually does weigh exactly 2 pounds. Great kit. I really like that kit. Alright, so MRE there. Alright, this is, you probably recognize it. This is an emergency blanket. It's still good. I've used a couple times. Emergency blanket though is thicker than what you usually find. You usually find the real thin ones. I really like this emergency blanket. Also because it's got tie down holes and I can actually use this for shelter or to wrap up in. But I really like it because if I need it just for shelter, rain, so forth, I can use it. It's got the tie down straps and it's thicker than a regular blanket, keep you warmer and almost like a sleeping bag, but of course not as warm sometimes. But this is really, really nice in an emergency situation or just to have. Go over, like I said, I keep everything in pouches so it doesn't rattle around in my pack. I absolutely hate loose items, but it happens. This here, in this pouch, I've got hand warmers and the large size and the small size. A lot of people are like, oh, hand warmers, those are for wusses. Well, I'll tell you what, out there when it's cold, you bust a couple of these out and it's gonna make you feel a lot better. I'm telling you right now, those work really well. Got moist wipes, of course, there's a lot of applications for those. Antibacterial, make sure you get the antibacterial. Work great out in the field. MSR towel absorbs a lot of water and dries out fast. I really like that. That MSR towel works really well. Of course, titanium silverware. Love it, lightweight, practically indestructible, good stuff. Now, this has been not a controversy for me, but tin foil. I keep it in here so of course, it doesn't smash up, get all messed up, and you can't use it for anything. So I keep it in a hard case. I actually need to add to this, I've been experimenting. But I know you've seen on YouTube, I can go over 1 million uses for tin foil. There's so many. I use it mainly to wrap my fish in, cook my fish on an open fire. Works really, really well. I don't have my spice kit in here. Usually I'll have a spice kit. Tabasco works well inside your fish if you like Tabasco. Wrap it up, put it on the fire. Awesome. But there's tons of different uses. Signal, all sorts of stuff for tin foil. Tin foil is a great thing to have in your survival kits. Boiling water, triple ply bowls usually work pretty good with coals only. I've experimented with it. You can get it to the boiling point, but you have to be careful. You're going to burn a hole in it. Then you're totally just wasted the whole effort and a lot of time. So if you haven't been out there to try it, I suggest you go out there and try to boil water with tin foil. It's not as easy as people talk about. All right, right here is cedar. I keep this in my pack for extra tinder. This stuff is so dry. What this is actual door jamb wedges. When you install a door into a house or anything like that, they use cedar wedges because they're dry. They won't warp. They won't shrink. They use cedar wedges. Well, I just split them up into small kindling sticks, and let me tell you, this stuff is great. You get this stuff going, get your fire going. Have your wood ready because this stuff burns hot and fast, and it'll get you a fire going real quick. I think this is absolutely essential also, is having your trash bags, not only to pack your own trash bag out, but it is essential for all the uses you have. Shelter, you can use it as raincoat. You can also use it for like crossing streams. But make sure you get the heavy. There's only 2 bags in here, but it's the heavy duty material. Usually I use this for my trash because I don't have much trash. But this is a heavy duty trash bags, and there's so many uses for it. I can't say just how many there is. There's a lot. I mean, I can do a later review on all the different uses for a trash bag, but you can imagine that there's a lot. Last but not least, I keep a journal when I'm out in the field. Everything that I've tried, everything I experiment, I write down, and everything that I get prior to going to the field, I'll write it down, keep it in books. You know, I'm not perfect, I don't remember everything, and it's really nice to have inside books and have them ready to go. And I also have a tracking book that's attached to this that comes in handy. I use it a lot, more so for just practice. I check prints. I do a lot of different tracking techniques. I do different search and rescue stuff with, you know, tracking techniques, but most of all, it's animals find food, right? See how it works, and I just keep a good journal on everything that I do, and I recommend it to anybody that goes out there. It'll keep all your thoughts together, keep you together, and you'll have a nice history of what you've done. That is pretty much it as far as my day pack survival pack. I will briefly go over just the knife that I carry. This is an Ontario Spec Plus Navy Edition. It's the seal version. I've had this for years. I re-edged it to a 30-degree edge. I can't say anything bad about this knife. The coating's excellent. I have beat the heck out of this knife, and it still works great. Holds up great. Haven't busted the edges off. It is amazing. Great handle, great weight, fits my hand perfect. I really like this knife. And inside my pouch here, I know Velcro doesn't work the best in snowy environments because I did change this to a Black Hawk case. But I have my sharpener, another fire steel, and cotton balls in there, and Vaseline. So if I lose everything else, I still got my knife. I still have the potential to make a fire, and that's what counts. Anyway, thank you for watching my review. My name is Todd Stone from Central Oregon Survival Network. Thank you.